What's up, my horror fans, my horror geeks, and my horror freaks? This is Christian Dior Creasy.
I'm Lionel Chapman.
Ira Childs.
And welcome to the Trio Blood Podcast. Yes. On today's episode, we are going to give our review and talk about the movie Obsession.
I'm obsessed, baby.
Yes, sir. So let's dive right into it. Obsession is a 2026 new horror film that recently just released last week and still in theaters. Is directed by Baker Curry. And this film talks about it's a supernatural horror film written and directed by Baker, about a man who uses a magical toy to make his crush fall in love with him, leading to a terrifying, obsessive consequences. Possessive consequences. Possessive meaning I possess you. You are mine and mine alone. Yes. Let me start off. When I saw this film this past Wednesday, I was very impressed. And I was scared shitless. Forgive my language. I was scared. This movie had chills running down my spine because it was unexpected, you know? I mean, the way that them two was the couples, you know, were talking, and all of a sudden, boom, you get a shock, and she just snaps on them just out of the blue. I'm like, what? Whoa, what the heck? You know? And I like that. It was unexpected. It wasn't no tales of the scare. The scares just happened nowhere. And a build-up, too, to it. So, it's actually what it's about, man.
I want to salute three people. Three departments. The actors.
Yes.
The gaffers.
Yes.
And sound.
Yes.
All made this film a success. Lighting and sound.
Yes.
Great job.
Very great job. I enjoyed all three of those departments in this film because they worked their magic to make this film a great film. What about you, Ira?
I was surprised. I went into it thinking, okay, the trailer has my attention, and I'm going to be disappointed. Like the past few trips I've been, well, I don't want to say disappointed. Like the past few, it's been kind of a roller coaster ride. As I'm watching this movie, I'm saying, damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was impressed by all the elements you all mentioned as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, what I liked about it, too, is when you see certain scenes, they are well lit, both of them, but when they get on her, like some scenes you see her completely in the dark.
Exactly.
It was like to give you an impression that this is not the same person that you are talking to. Like you are literally talking to a demonic entity.
And I'm going to let you know what scene, the exact scene.
It was the very first when they came in. She was by the wall.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
That was a little later, but the first scene, well, I would say the second time, after she leaves, after they leave the bar, they get off work, he tells her, I'm not going to be able to drop you off. So she gathers her items and rides within.
Yeah.
And he says, she's okay. She's okay. She ain't crazy or whatever. She shows up at his door with the red dress on. And if you look at her eyes, like her pupils are dark black.
Yeah.
That's when she looked at like a demon.
Yep.
Wasn't it the second night?
That was the second night.
Yeah,
That was the second night.
That's after she spent the night.
Right.
You know.
Right. But you know what though? I forgot.
It'll come back to you.
Yeah.
I got a question.
But
real
that
quick. Did the film blur the line between victim and villain?
Absolutely.
Oh yeah. It was flirting with that
And I tell
all
you,
throughout the film.
Yeah.
and I tell you why. And I also think that's the theme of this film, because we all been to that point where it boils down to rejection, right?
Yep.
And we get selfish to the point where we're like, damn, I wish, Jane would go out with me, or I wish this and I wish that. And it's the selfish part of you that's coming out. And this film blurred that really well, and it works. Because one more thing I want to add, I remember now. I went into it thinking it was going to be like Crush with Alicia Silverstone. I thought it was going to be like a psychological, thriller or whatever, but it turned out to be a straight horror movie, and I was impressed by that. But it definitely blurred the line, and it did it really well. So that selfishness that made it believable, because again, like I said, everybody kind of thinks like that at some point, but you're not taking into terms of how that other person is really feeling. You know what I mean? Maybe they just don't like you. Maybe it's just not meant to be. And to live out that whole wish of getting what you wanted, but it's really not what the other person wanted. You see what could happen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it goes back to that whole phrase, be careful what you wish for.
Exactly.
Because you might just get it.
Yeah.
Because he did get it. He got it in the worst way. And you come to realize is that when you finally found the truth that Nikki actually really sees you as like a brother. And fellas, we all know once a female sees you like as that brother type, there is no chance in HE double hockey sticks that you're going to be with her on that level.
Not at all.
So that's because that's all. You just have to accept that.
Yeah.
And also, too, is that he was a little obsessed as well.
True.
With her, because
True.
later on when he also found the truth out that the other coworker, the other coworker woman liked him.
Yeah, she was about
And
match.
I could tell by the Sarah that Sarah liked him.
Yeah.
And I can tell in that first reaction when you see all four of them together in the store, in the store where she works at. I think she kind of likes him. When she was offering,
You could tell from the hug.
Yeah, from the
When
hug.
she found out that spoiler alert, when the cat died.
Yep.
She gave him that hug.
long
I was like, damn, okay.
Yeah. And we can get so blind to the fact that, we want to be with this one, but realize the real truth, the one right for you, is right here.
Yeah.
I mean, that happened to me when I was in college. But at least I jumped on it right away, though. I realized it. But also, it also deals with that, like you said before, touch on rejection. I mean, rejection is a part of life.
Yeah.
And it sucks, but that's one of the things we all have to accept, that not everybody's going to accept you.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
Kind of falls in that same watching Coming to America when Eddie Murphy asked her, "What do you like?" Whatever you like.
Right.
Everything that he liked her for, being generous, like the part where she asked for the money and gave it to the homeless guy.
Yeah.
Turn around, it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And kudos to the writers of this film, because they had you on an emotional roller coaster. 1 minute you're feeling sorry for Bear, then you're feeling sorry for her.
Yeah.
So,
And Bear, man, I mean, I feel for him because we all been to that point when we have that opportunity. We talked about it earlier. We had that opportunity to shoot our shot, or to be with somebody, or to ask that a woman, or that if you're a female, that guy. Oh, hey, even today's women will ask guys out too now. So, that you have that opportunity to ask a person out. Like, remember when?
But she gave him that opportunity when he dropped her off, though.
Yeah, and she was like, "Yo, you like me?"
Right, this is your chance to say something.
I think he should have said something.
He should have said something. But what happened? He referred to that toy.
Yeah, and I think so-called friend, which I believe wasn't truly his friend.
No.
You know, he should have. He knew the whole situation the whole time.
He was laying that pipe down the neck.
You could tell. You could.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what gave me that conclusion.
What?
When they was sitting at the diner, and he was like, "She doesn't like that." I know she doesn't.
Oh yeah.
So he was dropping
should-
little hints right
He was
there.
dropping little hints. He
Yeah.
should have picked up on it. Like how you
He was
know?
kind of. He was.
But again, he was blinded by
Yeah, man.
what he wanted to see, and he missed what was really going on.
Yep.
So
Like who like you,
exactly.
because old girl, she was a good one.
And then
Yeah.
he didn't find that out until they met in the park. And he found out, oh, we kind of got something, more things in common than me and, I forget her name. What's the?
Nikki.
Nikki.
Yeah.
Man,
Of
he was like,
course.
oh, wow. And then you also saw it when he went to work and left Nikki at home. And they had that scene in the store where they were just, she was opening her college letters or for the tattoo school or something like that.
Yeah.
You can kind of see how they,
Seeing the chemistry.
gel right there. You know what I mean? So I'm like, oh,
And
okay.
he
I
was
think she like
comforting her and telling her it was gonna be okay.
it. Right.
She'd get in,
That boss they had, he was funny. He
That's
was,
her father.
That was her
That's
father.
Sarah's
Hey,
father.
Yeah.
Her father walked over there. Okay, let's open up this letter. All right. You didn't get accepted. Now get back to your job. I thought that was
Somebody
funny.
gotta accept you one way, but hey, go back to your job. We got work. We got
was too
customers
funny.
to deal with. But I mean, this is a great movie. I mean, it also goes to show you how obsession is very dangerous, even till this day. I mean, getting to the point like if you ask Michael Jordan, or you ask like the late, if he was still had Michael Jackson, or any one of these greats like who else, like Kobe, rest in peace, if he was here, if you can just ask them, were you obsessed with this? They probably would say, yeah, you
Absolutely.
Michael Jordan, and they'll tell you what cost they paid for it.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
when it gets to a point becoming like when it stop becoming passion driven, love for what you want to do, to obsession.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I think that year, just to kind of piggyback off of that year, the Lakers lost to Boston with KG, Ray Allen, and all of them.
Oh wait, yep.
Right. After that finals loss, Kobe was in the gym getting ready for the next year. You know what I mean? So that shows that it became more of a obsession than passion driven. Even though they rebounded, I think the year or two later, but
Oh yeah. They won 2 back-to-backs, 09 and 2010.
right.
They beat Boston in 2010 in 7 games.
Yeah. So I say it's a real fine line between driven and obsession, and this movie brings that fine line to the forefront. You
Just
know what
like
I mean?
early between victim and
Yeah.
villain, right? If I'm concerned, because you do feel for these characters, and I feel relatable. Besides the other guy, the friend,
Yeah.
besides the friend, but the rest of the 3 of them, I do feel for them. Like I been in Bear's place when you had the opportunity to ask this woman out and you didn't, and you get mad at yourself, like, what's wrong with me? What are you doing? Like, don't lose out on an opportunity. Then, I feel for Sarah because I've been not accepted or put my all into something and didn't turn out the way I wanted to,
How did you guys feel when Nikki was talking and the real Nikki was talking when the body was asleep, but the real person was speaking, saying, "Kill me."
I knew I was like, see, I wanted to jump up and say, I knew it. I knew that was a demon. I knew, because remember the scene before, he was calling to get his wish back. And the people was like, "You want to talk to the real Nick? You want?" He didn't say the real Nikki, but do you want to talk to her?
she was in
and you can hear her being tormented.
Yeah.
Yeah,
In the background.
Yeah, and I was like, and then it confirmed in the next scene. I was like, oh, before he went to spoiler alert, to see Sarah in the at the park.
I think that was one that was. Do you think he was selfish for just walking off, or
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I think he would have been selfish to kill her as well.
There was nothing he can do at that point, though.
To walk and see Sarah?
No, after she said kill me.
But now you know the truth, like the truth.
Yeah.
It's been confirmed, but you're still not trying to make those steps to try to correct it. It took something else to happen for you to try to correct it after Sarah.
I'm
You
gonna
know
tell
what I mean? So you still being selfish in that point.
I'm gonna tell you the most selfish thing he did in that situation. What, you don't want to be with me? What's wrong with being with me? That's what he said before he walked out.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
After she said kill me,
Yeah.
what, you don't want to be with me? What's wrong with being with me?
Yeah.
And then he left out the room.
Right.
That was the selfishness.
Yeah.
That
absolutely.
was. And it was like, nah, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And the thing about it too is that you see the climax of the scene, and he was also selfish when he went and he bought those 2 other wishes. People knew, the store owner knew about it, and he was like, "Dang, man, I feel sorry for you.
What did you wish for?
What do you wish for?"
Yeah.
He saw the girl to stop loving the girl to stop never, to be in love with. Oh, what's wrong with that? She's obsessed. He like, oh, well, there's nothing we can do unless you kill yourself.
I was having this conversation with Ira yesterday. As far as that question, like, what do you think? What was the negative? How can I phrase this? Everyone makes a wish, right? So you see, when he made the wish for Nikki to love him forever, cherish him or whatever, and she was seeing things. Okay, we know that the friend Ian, right? He wished to become a billionaire. So on the backside, that wish would have had some negative obstacles like greed or something, like somebody trying to kill him for his riches. I wonder what was that guy's, the guy in the store. He made a wish as well. So I wonder
What his wish was?
Yeah.
Part of the story.
I was thinking that too.
To be successful, be a business owner, a successful business owner.
But I'm saying, what's the
downfall is the things that's in the store are causing harm to people, and he knows it.
Yeah.
Because even the young lady when he bought the toy from, she mentioned it too. Yeah. So maybe that was his wish to be a successful store owner. However, the downside of it is whatever comes out of that store has a negative effect on people.
Like the similar, I can tell this probably shows some inspirations from that monkey paw.
Yeah.
Remember the monkey paw?
Yeah. Yep.
And once you make a wish, you'll get your wish, but there's always a consequence to that wish. The Simpsons did it in the Treehouse of Horror perfectly. When they had the monkey's paw, when they wished to be rich and successful, everybody in the town got tired of seeing them and hearing them and buying their merchandise. Now their merchandise is overpriced, and it's like, come on now. Yeah. So I think that's what's happened. I think that's what. But I want to go back to what Bear's selfishness was when he bought 2 wishes. And he went to the friend. Like, why would you go to the friend to try to counter that wish? You think he's going to wish for Nikki to be your friend again? And what did he do? I wish to be a billionaire.
He also didn't believe him, though.
He didn't believe him, but he was like, fine then. Let's just do it. Just play to your madness, and snapped. But even regardless, even if he did believe, you really think he was going to do that?
Nah, because it was just a wham bam. Thank you, man, for him and Nikki.
Yeah.
He didn't. If he really wanted to be with Nikki, Ian, he would have been with her prior to everything happening.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I believe if he would have wished anything, he could have said, "I wish none of this would ever happen."
Now that's the thing that could have happened, because that also put me in the mindset of the original Wishmaster. The main character said, "I wish such and such was never drinking on the job," and that turned everything back to normal, because that person that was drinking on the job dropped the crate, and then that's when the thing where Wishmaster was, the gym, came out. So that probably could have solved it if he would have said that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we find out that Nikki makes the final wish.
She does.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert, when
She
he tried to
does.
kill himself.
Well, he already did.
He did.
He
but
took the pills. It was too late though. But right when
But-
right before he the transformation of him falling in love with her,
The pills.
the
took
pills
effect.
already they took effect.
Well,
already.
before they even taking effect, you missed one part though. Remember, he took the pills, but he also chickened out. He was about to throw him back up. Then you heard the snap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was about to throw him back up. Like, oh, he couldn't even do that.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
so he probably was like, suicide is not the best way to do it. Then snap. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hi. Then I was up.
I thought that was the best way to go out, really, because I wouldn't want to shoot myself.
Nah.
You know.
Nah.
But I would say on the creative side, credits roll.
Spoiler alert. Sorry.
What happens to Nikki?
Oh, she snapped. She came back.
No. I'm saying, like, as a creative, what would be the next 10 minutes? You know what I mean? Because
Police.
everything has happened, right? What is her future?
Locked up behind bars.
Either
so?
she locked up behind bars or
How can you
she's in a mental institution.
How can you explain you got a dead woman face caved in and a chair with lingerie on? Then you got a guy,
That's Sarah, by the way. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
and you got a guy that's on the floor.
Ian, that's spoiler alert.
Her fingerprints are on the pistol
Yeah.
Yep.
because she killed him.
Yep.
Yeah.
She shot him in the head.
She was just like, bang!
You know, so-
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, so
I think either she's going to get life in prison or the death penalty, depending what state they live in, or she's going to just go to the crazy house for the rest of her life.
I'm gonna play
What's that
devil's advocate. She's gonna run over to Ian's house and get them billions of dollars and take off.
So, with that being said, do you feel even more for her character because
Oh, yeah.
she's drug into all of this madness and she didn't even have a say in it?
Yeah.
She messed the body up, the tattoos, face bruised up. Yeah,
Defecating on, the defecating, pooping, throwing up on herself, and, hitting herself. But, man, yeah, I feel sorry because she's the main victim.
Yeah.
Because
So-
she didn't ask for this. She was like, it was forced upon her.
Did Ian live with his parents or he lived by himself? Because he looked like he was well off.
I think
he had
he-
a nice home.
I think he lived with his parents. When they had the party,
I think
believe
it was
he-
gone for the
yeah,
weekend.
for the
Okay.
weekend. I think they
Yeah,
mentioned that.
because I was looking at the home, like, man, that's a
Yeah.
nice home.
And speaking of the part, that was my favorite, one of my favorite scenes when they took the thing. He was like, "Kiss the person." When Bear took it,
Yeah.
kiss the person to your left, and Sarah was right there. You see a close up shot of Dickie. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
The whole audience and me and the rest of the people in the theater started cracking up because that was the funny. I was like, I like that scene because it's a good icebreaker to break the tension when
Yeah.
she just
Yeah. I like what she was reading the story. I guess she said this is from a book I wrote.
I guess the thing said read something from
that you
I
made
did
or something like
how her voice was changing as the story.
yeah.
Then you see the other people at the other table. They turn around
Like what the? I think that was foreshadowed to what's to come. Like, hey,
Yeah.
It was like a Romeo and Juliet, right? Kind of, sort of. It was some Hamlet. No,
She
not
was going to
Hamlet.
kill him because when he was in the bathroom, she said, "I think we should break up."
She did say that too.
So
She
that's
did say
where
that.
that's where it was going because she actually threatened him 3 times. The first time was at the party. The second time was when he was in the house, and he said something about he'd go spend the night over Ian's house.
Yeah.
And she was saying something about she'd cut him up or something.
Mm-hmm.
If he don't, it's either get cut up. I mean, stay here with me or get cut up while you sleep or something. And
Yeah.
yeah. And that's when they showed to him he in the bed like this.
Sleeping with
So,
his eyes open. Like,
yeah.
I don't want to get
I
cut
believe
up.
she would have ended up killing him.
Yeah.
And that would have broke. She
That
would
would've-
have killed him, and that would have broke the wish.
The wish, and she would have came back too, like,
Yeah.
I murdered him,
Yeah.
and yelling.
So it was his fate.
Was already sealed.
Yeah.
To die anyway.
It was
But
sealed
if
once
he
made
if
the
he
wish.
didn't die, I think I said this coming out of the movie theater.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been a bust to me. I don't think he could have. He should have got away scot free because he was the antagonist in this movie. If we really break it down like that, yeah. But I'm sorry to cut you off. But also, one other thing I think this film did really well was the creepiness, the scariness. It was all intentional. It wasn't those fake jump scares.
Yep.
Every scene that made you jump or had you cringe, it worked perfectly with whatever scenario was going on at the time. You know what I mean?
That's some scary shit to wake up the person that you laying in the bed with standing over there to like
Right.
go back to sleep. You know?
Right. Go back to sleep.
And then the walking backwards.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
All
like,
in the
damn.
shadows
Yeah,
and
I was
stuff
shadow,
like
yeah.
that.
That's creepy.
That is creepy.
But what I was gonna say was, if the Splatter Brothers wrote this, I would the ending would have been different. I would had in wish it never happened, and then I would have took it back to the original ending of Nightmare on Elm Street when the car's going off, when they look like a happy ending, and then the red top of Freddy's sweater is at the top.
Yeah.
Something like that would have happened at the end.
Okay.
Showing that this nightmare is not over.
Okay. One final verdict. What did you give this movie out of 10? I would give it a 10 out of 10. That's me personally.
I would give it a 10. It was solid all around.
Because of natural scares, the acting, the lighting, the sound department, everything was on point.
And this movie could have been in the 80s too.
Yeah.
This film could have been filmed in the 80s.
Yeah.
Or like the time frame.
Yeah.
Yeah. I give it a 11 out of 10 because it surprised me. It surprised me. It exceeded my expectation, and it felt so original. But the idea was so simple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
And it can create its own universe.
absolutely.
The star can be with the One Wish.
Yeah.
The toy.
Yeah, the
toy.
toy.
Yeah.
Something like we was talking about earlier, The Conjuring. Like
Yep.
how they got all the all the
Universes.
items locked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Something like that, but its own universe.
Okay. Yeah. If you haven't seen this movie, Obsession, it's still currently in theaters. Written and directed by Curry Baker. Barker. Sorry. I keep saying Baker. Barker. Sorry, Mr. Barker. I'm so sorry, and sorry for the good people out there for butchering the name. Mr. Curry. That's what I'm going to say. Go see it. It's very good. Go check it out in theaters. And you already know where you can find us on IG, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Spotify, and Facebook as well.
Get that merch.
Please get the merch. We are on Dashery. Get it on Dashery. Our link is in the description in our IG page, or just hit our link tree. You will see it there. And remember, have a safe Memorial Weekend too, people. And a safe week as well. And to the new graduation class of 2026 of college, high school, and elementary, congratulations. And we wish you the best. Stay scary, my friends.